Okay, so right now we are trying to find the area of a trapezium. Okay, so before we get into that, maybe let's try to define what a trapezium is, because some of you may find that you cannot be able to identify a trapezium. So a trapezium is just a quadrilateral. It's just a quadrilateral. By quadrilateral meaning it got 4 sides, as you can see. I've just drew it here, as you can see. And another thing to note is that 2 sides, they are parallel. By parallel, it means they cannot meet. So as you can see, this side I've shown with these arrows here. These sides are parallel. So only 2 sides are parallel. Whereas a parallelogram, just like this square, this side is parallel to this one, and also this one is parallel to this one. So for a parallelogram, there are 2 pairs which are parallel, whereas for a trapezium, only one pair is parallel. Even if I can draw this this parallelogram again, this one, only 2 pairs are parallel to each other, whereas for a trapezium, we're saying only one pair is parallel. So that's the difference you can note. And another thing, for a parallelogram, this side is equal to this one, and also this one is equal to this one. So that's what you can note. Whereas for a trapezium, this side won't be equal to this one, because the moment they become equal, that shape will no longer be a trapezium, but it will be a parallelogram. So yeah, okay, so I think I've brought some clarity, because I don't want to find people using a parallelogram formula for finding the area, whereas maybe they have to use the trapezium formula. Okay, so given a typical trapezium, I will draw it again. We're saying we're having two sides which are parallel to each other. So, okay, it's a rough sketch, so you will bear with me. If we're given a trapezium like this one here, and then my drawings is not nice. Yeah, something like this. This one is better. Okay, let's say this is length A. This side is length A. This side is length B. This one. Okay, so this sides we are saying they are parallel to each other. This pen. Okay. Then we're having a vertical perpendicular height here, which we can denote by letter H. Okay, so we are saying, I'm not deriving the formula by the way, but I'll just write it down so that we will use it. We are saying the area of the trapezium will be half A plus B, then times H. That the formula will be using half A plus B times H. A will be this side, B will be this side, then the H will be the perpendicular height. The perpendicular height, that's what I want to emphasize, the perpendicular height, not this height, not this height, not this height, but the perpendicular one, the dotted one that I've just I've just drew here. So that's what we have to note. By perpendicular, by the way, it means it will make 90 degrees here against our base here. So that's one thing to note. It will make 90 degrees here. It will also make 90 degrees here. That's one thing to note, because some questions will come whereby you won't be given maybe this edge, maybe you'll be given this side, this one here, and maybe this one. So they will try to trick you into realizing that, okay, you will find yourself, maybe you'll find yourself wanting to use the y as your height. By the way, it will be wrong, since y is not the perpendicular height, but the perpendicular height in our case is h. So that's my emphasis. Okay, so now let's get into some few examples to make you feel what I've been saying. Let's say we're given this shape here, this parallelogram, and by the way, again, we're saying these sides are parallel to each other. Alright, so if we're given that this side is 6 centimeter, maybe this side is 4 centimeter, then the perpendicular height they've given us that maybe is 2. Okay, then 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 2 centimeter. If we say we have to find the error, I would say error, we're using this formula, by the way, is half a plus b, then our h, half, then a plus b. By the way, you can choose, your a can be the 4 or your a can be the 6. If your a is 4, then b is 6. If your a is 6, then b is 4. It doesn't matter, because it is a addition, by the way. So you'll say a plus b, which is 4 centimeter plus 6 centimeter multiplied by the h, the perpendicular height, which is 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. Okay. You'll get half half 4 plus 6, that's 10 centimeter times 2 centimeter here. Okay, your answer here, 10 times 2, that's 20 divided by 2, so you'll get 10 centimeter. We're getting 10 centimeter squared. So my marker doesn't want to write the squared here. I don't understand, but it would be 10 centimeter squared, yeah. That will be your error here. Okay, so actually I don't have to do many examples. I feel like this one is already enough. We are saying our formula here is half then a plus b times the perpendicular height. The a we chose in our case to be 4, and then we chose our b to be 6. Okay, because the a and b is are the parallel lines, so the a and b won't be these ones, but our a and b will be the parallel lines. This ones which are parallel, and then the edge, again I'm emphasizing on this one, the edge is the vertical line which is perpendicular though, which is perpendicular to this line, to the parallel lines, perpendicular to this one and also to the perpendicular to this one is the same thing. So that's what you have to note. And then we just plugged in here, we said 4 plus 6, then we multiply by the h here, which is 2. Then we simplify, then we got 10 centimeter centimeter squared. We have to remember that the unit now will be centimeter squared. It won't be centimeter, because centimeter times centimeter will give us centimeter squared. 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter is 1 centimeter squared.